AI. Let's bring in Mountain CEO Mark Douglas. Great to have you here, Mark. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so everything is about AI right now. And you, by the way, you've been saying this. So what are you experiencing? How are you using these tools firsthand in your business?
Well, we're using it throughout our business for all aspects: coding, sales, marketing. In the marketing side, we introduced QuickFrame AI, which AI creative tools. We are now putting out, I think just in last week, 3 AI-generated videos.
Wow.
Anything you see from Mountain that doesn't have Ryan Reynolds in it is AI-generated.
Why can't the Ryan Reynolds one also be AI-generated?
Well,
I feel like he would support that at some point. You just got to, make it count.
There's a union in Hollywood that's not too keen on that. But we're using it, and what that's doing is those AI tools are allowing our customers to create commercials faster and at lower cost. That means substantially lower cost. So,
could you give an example by any chance?
So I'll give you a personal example. We put out a video last week, basically it was about the show Heated Rivalry, had hockey players in it, fully AI generated. That would have taken 6 weeks, maybe $75,000 to create an actual hockey rink. It was done in under a day, 9 versions by the second day, and cost $500.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and fully AI generated. You go to We Are Mountain, our Instagram account, and you can see it.
So when you watch that, what are you? We were just talking about this viral AI post by the guy who's like, "You don't understand what's about to happen." You're in a business that might presumably be at the receiving end of that a little bit, but you're watching these tools make what you do easier, faster, cheaper. But so what are you thinking as you watch that?
Well, the thing is that I think the prediction is that a lot of people would lose their job. We're actually creating more work. So I didn't create that video. We actually went on Instagram, found a really good creator, and then he used our tools in order to create that video. And he's busier than ever doing a lot more content. So I think what you're seeing is the cost is coming down, like the production costs, but the amount of activity is going up substantially, and that's actually just doing more for our customers and more for the people creating all that video.
I totally believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it seems obvious. What did the internet do? I mean, look at the jobs changed, right?
Yeah.
Those who use the internet more effectively and jobs that were kind of internet-based or internet-driven were more plentiful and in demand. I mean, why wouldn't a similar version of that happen now?
Yeah, and it's democratized. So, at Mountain, our goal was democratize television advertising, make it so any size business can access television as an advertising medium. And the biggest obstacle was creative. Well, now we're democratizing building the creative, also leveraging AI models. We're partnering with Google, with the OpenAI, with a bunch of different companies on the models, but we've created an environment that makes it really easy for our customers.
Very, very interesting. Okay, so on the client side, whoever is on the receiving end of all these ads, is it the Netflixes or more of the traditional TV? Just what does that look like right now? I mean, where are you experiencing, especially when some of these businesses are in periods of transition, shall we say?
Well, they're not in any way resisting that. I think they just see they're seeing the same thing, that growth in the overall media industry is going to come from the SMB market, small and mid-sized businesses. And they want the creative to be of high quality, and the quality that we're able to produce, our tools are able to produce, is there. And it's obviously only going to get better. So they're embracing it. I think some consumers want to know what is AI generated and what was filmed, and I agree with that.
I do too.
Yeah, absolutely. In email marketing, we have a canned spam app that kind of sets rules. I think there should be something similar for AI-generated video.
And how it's just like a bug on the screen or some kind of identifier.
Exactly. Or the Mountain logo would be good.
Yes, that's true. Or just a business logo to make it clear where this came from.
Yeah.
A final comment on how you think these different verticals are doing, Netflix versus the others. We talked a couple of years ago about what a fan you were of the shares at that time, and obviously they've hit a soft patch on this whole WBD drama. Any comment there?
Yeah, I think Netflix, the whole drama in terms of, who's going to buy Warner Brothers, I still think that it kind of looks like it's leaning towards Netflix, but my opinion is it's a nice to have for Netflix, must have for Paramount, and when it's a must have, I don't think, kind of the final act has been played.
Yeah.
I think in terms of looking at Netflix as a stock, I continue to say their ad business is a big backlog of revenue. 1 out of every 2 new subscribers they said in the past are signing up for the ad tier. They haven't yet fully monetized it, and that's just a growing backlog of revenue as they get better at monetizing it. Personally, I think it's an opportunity to buy right
That's
now.
fascinating. Quick final question. You mentioned that, like, let's say you're a small business and it now costs you only $500 maybe to make an ad that would have been $75,000 in the past, and maybe I'm not making the right comparisons. How much would it cost to air that on Netflix? Like, how accessible really is it to get now small businesses to get their ads out there?
Well, I think for Netflix and others, the cost is actually fairly attractive. It's comparable to similar costs on Instagram or TikTok, and in some cases even a bit less. So there's a lot of opportunity there for small businesses.
Mark?